It's good to be at sea again, but I don't much like that sky.
Even a pretty sunrise is a bad omen to you, Mr. Faulkner. Where are these raiders?
By guess and by God, an easterly course toward the coast. Miss Mandy reports of some British boats gathering somewhere in these rocks, threatening the vineyard.
Sails ahoy!
Battle station!
British gunboats. We must protect her.
Fire!
Can't be done! Fully actualize the monster!
And fire!
Can't take much more of that. We need to keep the gunboats off her till she reaches the vineyard pier.
Fire! Swivel!
On my
Fire!
To the floor with them! Not enough shot to sink England! Ready up to fire! Gunboats are above!
And fire!
Got what they deserve, matey! Make ready, boys!
Let fly!
On my
Fire!
Reload those ladies!
Half sail!
Half sail!
All right, boys! Hang in there! Gunboats! Prepare to fire!
March! Give me Fire!
We need to protect the civilian ship.
Fire!
Hold!
Fire! Swivel!
That's a negative!
And fire!
Think, you bastard! Think!
Fire!
On my mark!
She's coming about, sir!
Lines, Captain! Make ready, boys!
Fire!
Destroy them or use them to our advantage. Either way, avoid the blasted things.
To our advantage, how?
Ready up to fire!
Shoot the...
Sorry, sir! No can do! Move! Make ready! That's ready to fire! Make ready, boys! Ready up to fire! Sorry, sir! No can do! Give me the mark! On my mark! She's going down! Can't be done! Not now! Make ready, boys!
be safe now, but it's a hot chase. Get after them and end the threat on the vineyard.
Gunboat! Gunboat! Wait for
Fire!
No ghost!
Ready when you are.
They veered north. Not there, but an abandoned fort.
Let fly, full sail!
Unfurl everything, full sail.
On my
Victory!
Hold
That lobcock shouldn't be there.
Well, it is there, Mr. Faulkner.
And it's too close to the vineyard. Time and tide waits for no man. Take out your cowards.
Nice driving, Captain! Come on, boy, your boys!
Moving the half sail!
Taking down the half sail.
Full sail! Fire, fire!
Keep up with you in the helm, sir!
Half sail!
Half sail.
Mortar! Nice driving, Captain! On the sails now! Mortar!
We're sailing into the wind. Alter your course.
Won't keep us with you at the helm, sir! Mortars, Captain! We're in range!
Get me half sail. Carry on board, officer.
Mortars!
Deploy the half sail. All into half sail. That fort won't be troubling anybody no more. But the English have gone too far this time.
That is the problem. What reason would the English have to threaten Martha's Vineyard? It has no strategic value and its people remain peaceful. I fear an influence of a different kind saw to this.
Templars.
But what they intend, I do not know.
Your orders?
I need time to piece things together. We set a course for home.
Aye, aye.
trust her?
With my life, Captain.
Hello, name's Amanda. You must be the captain.
Now, what's all this about then?
You stride into my bar off the piss and looking for officers. Days later, I start hearing whispers the ghost of the North Seas stalks the Atlantic again. The Aquila has returned and I need her help. Nicholas Biddle now sails for the Patriots, captaining the Randolph. But the man is raiding up and down the coast round Nantucket, claiming it's a loyalist post.
Where is he now?
Speak of the devil.
Head below deck, Mandy. It's safer there.
I want to see this myself. The Randolph is attacking a merchant vessel not far from here.
Your orders.
All hands to battle station!
We need to find out what Biddle intends, but we must hurry. What else
Half
do you know
sail!
of Biddle?
Half sail! All of a sudden, Congress is a brand new ship for him to captain. From British coxswain to captain of a colonial flagship, something doesn't add up.
Give me everything!
Give me everything! Full sail! Heavy gusts,
I
Captain!
need
Hard
less.
counter! That wind will push us hard up those rocks! Veer off!
Full sail, boys!
Full sail!
Half sail, men!
Give me half sail! There's a storm coming, Captain. Feels like a big one.
Give us what you got!
I need full sail!
Bring us a full sail!
Half sail!
Half sail!
Straight ahead!
Well done, sir. That could have been ugly. Stand tall, men! Another, Captain. She's all yours. Careful, Captain. Make ready, boys! The Randolph has turned sail. Do we chase him?
We cannot leave this merchant vessel to the mercy of the English.
Why is Biddle doing this? Nantucket is for the Patriots! She's coming about, sir!
The company he keeps tells me his true allegiance lies elsewhere.
Fire!
On my mark!
And fire!
Ready when you are, sir.
Fire!
Ready out to fire! Can't do that, Captain! Off target! We are off target!
Fire!
A salute to us, sir. They're safe. What now?
Pursue the Randolph.
I need full sail!
Men!
The everything!
Full sail! Captain!
Who are they?
More English by the cut of their jibs.
Where's the Randolph?
He's gone, sir. Got and run. Left us to deal with this rabble. But this storm concerns me a great deal more. We have little choice. Aye. Time your shots between the waves, sir. Then we must find shelter. Cannon fire saves us. That wind's slowing us down. A new tack. Give me a word.
I need less!
Half sail.
Grace! Down! Down! Get her in ring! All hands down!
Get out of this headwind, Captain.
Full sail, boys!
Full sail.
Half sail!
Half sail.
I got eyes on her, we've fucked up! For the Aquila! We lost her!
I'd say it's high time we find some cover from this storm, Captain.
I agree, Mr. Faulkner. We make for the vineyard. I have never seen weather like that.
It's rare, but it happens. You did well. What's bothering me is Biddle's a patriot now. Why is he helping the British Navy like that? Old friends, maybe?
Well, how would you convince the Continental Congress the Navy needs more ships?
The rash of British raiding the coast is reason enough to address the gripe. Gunboats at the Vineyard, now this.
Biddle aims to be the first admiral of the colonial navy and is making a case for the need.
That was some deft sailing, Captain. I was watching from the gun deck.
What were you doing on the gun deck? I told you to stay out of harm's way.
I'm fine, Bobby, not to worry. The people of Nantucket are surely grateful. And so am I. Glad you're back.
Our charge, Captain. The Belladonna, under Rodrigo Talis and Company. She appears Spanish for all intents and purposes, but rest assured she's a French vessel.
French are bringing in a boatload of powder and guns for old Georgie and his patriots. Some colonial boats were supposed to escort her up the coast, but they left her behind. She's been waiting ever since.
We will make sure Washington gets what he is expecting.
Where is le capitaine?
I am the captain.
You are late!
We came as quickly as the wind allowed.
Too slow!
What happened to your escort?
Le Randolph started with us, then departed without warning. Typique! This is why the lieutenant insisted I come aboard. Partons!
We'll go when we're good and bloody ready.
What?
The Atlantic is a dangerous place to loan ship, especially one laden with such desirable stock. You must be glad to see us.
Boff, it is hot here. My lieutenant is not excited for the cold of the north.
Is this man being serious?
Keep a sharp eye, Mr. Faulkner. Anybody searching for the Belladonna could be upon us in an instant with this fog.
Aye, Captain. I've got a monkey's fist in me gut.
English are on us, Captain!
The power of the French Navy is clear!
Ready to fire!
They picked the wrong ship to pirate. Why are the English here in such force?
I do not know, but we must get the Belladonna out of this fog.
Fire!
We're waiting for you! Square!
Make ready, boys!
Fire!
Give me the mark!
Fire!
Ready up to fire! It's Davy Jones for me!
does not matter. We fight.
Enjoy the... Aye, we're sitting ducks on the pond in this soup, and you can be sure there's more on the way.
But what can we do?
Naught but pray they don't find us again.
On my mark!
Enjoy the coral, you bastard! Full sail! Bend them all, full sail! Man of war!
Can't you? The Belladonna's mainmast is down, Capitaine! We must stay close to her!
Fire! Bloody hell! Pummel that Leviathan!
No! We board her.
Ready, sir!
I must know how the English knew about the Belladonna.
Take her down to half sail!
Broadside from the man of war!
Direct hit! Down! Down! Half sail! And fire! Start reloading, yes, sir! Give me the mark! Make ready, boys! And fire! Where is that sight? Hook us in! Bring her close! To arms! To arms! Man the swivels! Cover from the quarter deck! Secure the outline! Tie off the bow!
How does the British command know about the Belladonna?
British command knows nothing of this.
Then how are you here?
We were led here by a patriot, Nicholas Biddle.
Who does Biddle work for?
Oh, I think you know. Assassin. What did the captain tell you?
Nicholas Biddle led them here. He said... The Randolph.
The Randolph? Beat to quarters! Belay that order!
He is putting us to his rudder. We cannot leave the Belladonna undefended.
But sir!
She is incapacitated and vulnerable. Let him go. We will see each other again soon.
need to catch fire, Captain!
Anything, Captain?
Due north of here.
Hold fast!
Bring her to half sail, man.
All into half sail.
Full sail.
Loosen to full sail.
Beat to quarters, man. All hands to quarters. To your battle stations.
Cripes, watch it, sir!
Reduce speed.
The Randolph!
All hands down.
Criminy, rogue wind!
Oh, nothing on this battle wagon!
What's that weasel up to? Sheet anchor to windward, Captain. You can be sure he's got something up his sleeve.
Full sail.
Give me everything! Full sail! Man of war! Beat to quarters!
Pull into half sail.
We need to
Like
ease
five
off
full
half
sail.
sail. Man of war!
We're in for it now! I can see multiple man of wars!
It's a bloody armada. I knew he was up to something. And he's turned to fight us. We're in it now, Captain.
So we fight, Mr. Faulkner. Board the Randolph. Sink the rest.
All hands down.
Man of wars broadside!
Take cover. Half sail. Next stop.
Get up the rigging. Haul in the sails. I want a full sail.
Cover! All hands down!
Smash these down! We got the top from it!
Bring us the full stop. Let's get on, man. Prepare to board. Biddle is mine.
Man the swivels! Cover from the quarter deck!
Secure the airline. High off the bow. Board the Randolph.
Yeah! Mr. Kenway will reward me greatly for ridding him of you. Tenacious. Smart. Pity I have to kill you. I will make you suffer for the damage you've done to the Randolph. Come on, you savage. Give me your best. I will make you suffer for the damage you've done to the Randolph. I will make you suffer for the damage you've done to the Randolph. Your misplaced sense of justice is pathetic. You should have never set foot outside your little village. Come on, you savage!
Your reign over the colonial coast has come to an end.
Is that why you hunted me? Because you thought me an enemy to the cause? You're every bit the fool I was told.
You brought pain and suffering upon innocent people for nothing but personal gain.
Pain, suffering. I set them free. Weeded out the dissenters and empowered the patriots. So what if I was named Admiral? The revolution needs one, and I was the best man for the job. The only man. If not for me, the Continental Navy would remain but a handful of rafts. For all your vision, you assassins are blind to the truth.
Enough.
Wait. Let the Randolph die with me. Don't take her as a prize. Please. Please. I want no quarter. Just to sink with my ship.
I can't believe you mean to leave the Randolph. She's a mighty vessel, Captain, and one of Biddle. You show him mercy in the face of... I guess that's that then. A tad over dramatic, if you ask me. Still, a waste of a formidable ship. How's about a cheer for the boys then, eh?
Victory for the Aquila! For her glory! Hip, hip,
I've been the wild rover for many a year, and I've spent all my money on whiskey and beer, and